Hi, welcome back. Today is Wednesday. It's the last day of April 2025. Yeah, this has been a good month. I don't know if I can chalk it up to the sales events that I ran all month long in my eBay shop, or if it has been just a good sales period overall. But the last few days we've had a number of record sales. Like one day before yesterday was a record sales day, and then the day after that it beat that record. So that's pretty good. Pretty happy about this. Today's sales were also pretty good. Trying to get my computer on. Today's sales were also pretty good. I think right now, before shipping cost, we're probably at around 290, something like that. So after shipping, we'll probably get to be like 250, 240. So that's a good day for me. We have 6 or 7 packages to pick and pack and get ready to go tomorrow. So before we get to that, why don't we look at how many sales we had yesterday, which is 11. That would be Tuesday. And we'll add that to the tally board here. So that might put Tuesday in the lead for the time being. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20, 25, 30. So 32 sales on Tuesdays. So this is starting at the beginning of the month. This is where we're at right now. Tuesday is definitely in the lead, followed by Thursday and Friday. So I'm going to keep this going for the next few months, and then try to get a bigger data set and figure out if it's meaningful, if there's one day of the week that does better than any other days of the week. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of info here in the spreadsheet, and then we do have a lot of packages. Like 6 is going to take a little while, and it's already getting pretty late, so let's stop fooling around and just get these packages picked and packed. Okay, we're back and we're ready to pack. I'm opening up my eBay app, so it's 6 orders right now. There's no guarantee that some more won't come in before we're done here. It happens pretty often. My wife suggested that just because I have free time to pack right now, that probably means that other people have time to be shopping right now. So it feels like it's pretty often where I'm in the middle of packing and another order comes in, and that maybe she's probably right about that. That's probably the reason why. Okay, W4B is right here. There's some sort of a little card game in here. Here it is. Pull that out. Put this back. I keep the lids on these because this is a basement after all, and it gets pretty dusty down here, so I keep the lids on to keep all this stuff protected as much as I can. Okay, I've barely been doing any listing this week because there has been quite a lot of packing to do, and I just really haven't wanted to get things to spend time listing. But I do have a lot of plates here that are all ready to list. These are some nice plates that should bring in some good money sooner or later. Okay. Somehow or another, a DoorDash opened. All right, W1A. This is an old item from 2023. Kind of surprised it took so long to sell, but it finally did. This is it. It's a Zach Brown Band t-shirt with Chicago Cubs stuff on it. Wrigley, I think they probably just played a concert at Wrigley Field in 2015. Crate 1C. These are some Polish language Conan the Barbarian books, a set of 5. After we start packing, I'll go through each of these items and give some information about where I got them, how much I paid for them, how long they sat here before they sold, and then how much they sold for, how much profit. At the very end of the video, we'll buy the shipping labels and then see exactly how much profit we made on these things and how much profit we made for the whole day. And this is, since it's the last day of the month, we'll take a look at how much we made for the whole month. Okay, the next thing is Gator C, so I think it's back here. I just took an offer on these. These have taken quite a long time to sell. I was pretty surprised. These Philips Sonic Care toothbrushes. I had them listed for, they really weren't listed that long, but I had a pretty high price on them because they're brand new and perfect condition. But let's just go and get all this stuff packed. I'm going to start at the top of the list. This is a DVD, a watercolor. I guess it's probably an educational program. Take the art school in your home. I have 3 of these, 3 copies of this, and I got all 3 of them for free. And they're not big time sellers, but I did get $15.99 for this. It only got listed today and then sold right away, so that was pretty fast. I've got 2 more, so hopefully they will sell equally as quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and use a couple pieces of this. And I'm gonna put this in, I'm gonna wrap this disc in this cardboard and then put it in a bubble mailer tape. So I got a, I see a lot of people, you know, you see people question, I look at a couple of online forums for eBay sellers, and a lot of times you'll see people asking questions about dealing with returns, and you know, they're new to the game and they want to know, like, what should I do? This person wants to return this. Should I let them do it, or should I not let them do it? And there's almost always somebody on there that says like, I've been selling on eBay for 27 years and I've never had a single return. And I do not understand that. I don't see how that could be possible. Because when I get returns, I have certainly had returns where I sent something that I was wrong about. I did something wrong and the buyer wanted to send it back. Like maybe I missed some kind of a flaw in an item when I listed it, or maybe it wasn't described exactly 100% accurately, and they wanted to send it back. But just this week I talked about it a couple of days ago about some strange returns that are like, one where somebody says, I bought the wrong book. The one I wanted was this book, and it actually was the book that they bought. So I don't understand what that return was about. I just accepted it, sent them a shipping label, got the book back, and refunded their money. The second one was somebody saying they bought something from me, and then once they got it, they said, I already have this and I don't like the one I have. And so they wanted to send it back. So the same thing, I just refunded their money once the item came back. Okay, this is a DVD. Oops. 5 ounces, 4 ounces, 6 ounces. I'll just put 6. And then I got a return request today for it's a Google Mesh router. And it's an open box situation, but it looks like a brand new item. It's never been used. I didn't sell it for very much, $15 or $18, something like that. And the person who wants to send it back said it's because it smells like mold, and I am allergic to mold, and I cannot have this thing in my house. And I mean, this thing was in the box. It's brand new. It's never been used. I don't think that it probably smells like mold, but there's no situation where I could have anticipated that this plastic piece of electronics was going to be covered with mold. So I don't think it was, and we'll see when it gets back what it smells like. I think it's going to be fine, and I'll just resell it again. But I can't see a situation where you could be selling on eBay for 27 years and never have somebody want to send something back. Since I mean, just in 3 days, I've had 3 returns, and all 3 of them are for things that are like not only beyond my control, they're beyond the control of any sane person, I guess. I don't want to be insulting, but that's the way it feels. Like all 3 of these feel like I'm dealing with somebody who has a condition of some kind. Okay, I gotta find a box that will fit these Philips Sonic Care toothbrushes. But this isn't gonna be it. Oh, maybe? No. Okay, what boxes do I have? Somebody gave me these little corners, protecting corners for, I don't know what I'll use it for, but I thought, yeah, I'll take those. I can figure out a use for that. Okay, 10 by, what's this? 8 by 8 by 8. This is 12 by 9 by 5. I might have to use 2 boxes and put them together. So yeah, I've had these listed. I bought these toothbrushes in January. So they haven't been listed really that long. I mean, today is April 30th, so they've been listed probably 3 months or 4 months. But the people who use these toothbrushes are very invested in these toothbrushes. And I saw they had a really great sell-through rate and they were selling for a good price. I paid $20 a piece for these. And I had them listed at $120 a piece. Then today, they're on a discount sale, like a lot of stuff in my shop is right now. And today, so they were listed for $107. So somebody messaged me today and asked, would I take $90 if they bought both of them? $90 a piece. So yeah, I said yes, I will take that. I sent them an offer right away, and then within about 5 minutes they had purchased them. That was about 20 minutes ago. So I don't know exactly what we're going to come out to, but 40 bucks into 180, I'm happy with that. When I got these, I'm not one, when I'm at the thrift stores and they bring out a new cart of inventory, there's a lot of people that just swarm that cart, and that's not really my way of doing things. I just kind of hang back and let things come to me when they come. I'm not going to push anybody out of the way to get first look at what's on these carts. The chances of there being something good on there is pretty slim anyway, you know. This. I'll cut these off too. So anyway, I was at the Goodwill. A new cart came out. People swarmed it. I saw what was happening, but I wasn't getting involved. And then I saw someone carrying these toothbrushes around. And I knew they were going to be valuable. I didn't know they were going to be worth over $100, but that's what they were selling for, $120. So I knew they were valuable. I saw somebody else carrying them, and I thought, oh, that sucks. You know, I would like to have gotten those. And then I happened to see that guy just set them down and walk away. He decided he didn't want them. So that was good for me. I was able to grab them up and paid 40 bucks for them. So good. I'm gonna just quickly wrap a little bit of stretch wrap around here, just to hold them together a little bit. I'll probably go this way too. I don't know, maybe I should have kept these for $20. Maybe we could use them. Okay, let's get some paper in these boxes. Last year, in 2024, January was my worst month by far. I just barely brought in slightly over $1,000 in January last year. This year, January, I brought in over 3,360 or something like that. So it was more than triple last January what I made this January. And I was counting my chickens a little bit, thinking that that was going to be the standard for the rest of the year. I'd be making triple what I made last year. Definitely not the case. But every month I've done better this year than I did last year. So still doing pretty good. So the second worst month last year was April. So I was expecting this April to be pretty bad too. But I've already more than doubled what I made last April. And right now at this point, April is my biggest profitable month of this year. So I hope this trend continues for the rest of the year. I'm shooting for, well, last year I made total profit-wise $30,000. That's after subtracting cost of goods and eBay fees and stuff, but not necessarily other shipping costs like materials. Not subtracting mileage on the car, all that kind of stuff. But just cost of goods and eBay fees, shipping fees, subtracted from the gross, turned out to be, as close to $30,000 as you can get. I was trying to get over 30, and I was over 30, but then I had one return come in the last week, and it dropped me down to $29,999. So that was a slight disappointment, but it's only $1. It's no big deal. So this year I'm trying to get to 50 grand. I think I don't know if it's possible or not with the way I'm doing business right now. I don't have the ability to be listing, dozens of items a day. I can only do five or six a day. And I only have access to the inventory that I can get my hands on. So I'm not getting a lot of stuff that's extremely valuable. And I'm not dissuaded by things that aren't worth a lot. Like, I'm happy to sell something for $12 or $15 if I didn't pay anything for it. It's not going to be a big profit, but if it's easy. Like, I just packed that DVD. I got it for free, sell it for $15. I'll make $12 profit on that. Is it worth it? That's an individual decision. For me right now, it's worth it. Maybe someday I'll be saying, no, I don't want to take any items that are less than 15 or 20 or 30 or $40, who knows. Okay, Phillips. This is 4 pounds. Let's call it 13 by 10 by, what's this? 10. So pretty good box there, I guess. It's fine. Okay, next is these Conan the Barbarian books. So this is another item I got for free. I got my hands on a lot of foreign language books, and there is basically no sales history on most of these things on eBay. I mean, eBay is not primarily it's primarily an English language website, and I'm not going to go to ebay.pl or whatever Poland is. Maybe that doesn't even exist. So some of these books I just took some wild guesses, put some prices on things, and said, this is how much I want for this. So these books, like, I got them for free, totally for free. Sold them for $67.49. I only got these on April 1st, so they were probably not even listed until April 14th or something. I'm gonna give them a brand new box since they paid $67 for those. Let's see if it'll fit in here. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, so I had access to a lot of foreign language books, and I only took the ones that were basically like in the series, or some that were, they're all translations of English titles, so some that was something recognizable, like I got a Tolkien, a J.R.R. Tolkien Polish language version of The Hobbit. I don't know what it'll sell for, but I'm sure somebody will buy that. You know, people are wild about Lord of the Rings stuff, even now. When did that first movie come out? Like 25 years ago or something now? 20 years? 15 years? I don't know. Long time ago, though. So anyway, I also knew like Conan the Barbarian, that's going to be something. So I grabbed these, and they did so well, $67 in only, I'm going to say 2 weeks. So I think I probably sent a 10% offer on these. They were probably $69.99. I don't know if that adds up. I don't know if that math adds up, but I would not have listed them for $67.49. They would have been listed as something ending in 99 cents. So this was some kind of an offer of some kind. They haven't been listed long enough to be on one of my sales. So those sales are ending tonight. My most recent round of sales. And I would say it was a big success. I'm going to try to do some analysis of what happened with that sale, and then talk about that tomorrow night if I can. Oh, that's hard. Okay, where is my tape? I keep cleaning and then rearranging and then making a big mess down here again, so apologize. But there should be some tape down here. I'm looking for some kind of a set of drawers or something that can go right here. Still leave enough room for the refrigerator to open so I can put my printer and stuff on, but also have more storage underneath, drawers and things for this kind of stuff. Because right now all of these cabinets, pretty much everything in this basement is devoted towards storing inventory, and I didn't put a lot of thought into storing supplies that I need. So I either need to move some stuff around down here or find more room. Okay. Conan. This is going to be how much? 3 pounds? This box is 10, 11, 9, 7. And it's going to RL. I forgot to put initials on these toothbrushes, so we'll go back to that while I'm thinking about it. SK. It's already after 9, and I don't know why I'm feeling pretty tired tonight, so we're going to try to get this last day of the month done and get on with something else. Okay, the Zac Brown band. This I have had since October of 2023. I bought this shirt. This might have been the first t-shirt I bought with the intention of selling it. You can't really see it that well, but it's like, you know, Bears themed. It says Zac Brown Band, Wrigley, Chicago, September. I think it says September. I think it's October 11th, 2015. This is too small. This doesn't look bigger, but it is. So I got this shirt in 2023. So not quite 2 years ago, but pretty long time ago. And sometime during the pandemic, there was a Salvation Army near me that went out of business, or they closed down. Like a lot of things closed during the shutdowns. And then they probably reopened in October of 2023. And when they reopened, they were trying to be like a boutique where they would send the most expensive stuff, or the stuff they thought was valuable, from other Salvation Army stores and send it to this store. And that's not my favorite place to go, where they're pricing stuff up. You know, I'm there looking for cheap stuff. You know, that's my whole deal. Trying to get stuff for cheap that I can sell for a little bit more. So I went in there. I found this shirt in there. For whatever reason, even though everything else there was pretty expensive, this one was only 99 cents. So I have it down here as a cost of goods of $1. I thought it would sell right away. You know, I had been seeing people talking about concert shirts. I mean, especially vintage ones, I guess, but 2015 is getting a little bit older. I don't know anything about Zac Brown Band, if he is famous. You know, I've heard of him. I don't know what kind of music it is. 6 ounces. I assumed he would have some fans in it, and then I would sell this pretty quickly, but it took a long time. And I sold it for $12.79. This is definitely on a 30% off sale. And yeah, it took a year and a half. So it's just going to Chicago, where I am. I like that. I like when things stay nearby. Okay, next. We got another one of these decks of cards. Do I have any small boxes? I know I just brought some boxes home a couple of days ago. All right, I'm gonna use one of these. I think there might only be one more, maybe 2 of these decks of cards left. I had 10 of them. And they're not selling for astronomical amounts of money. This one I even took an offer on of only $6. But this was one that was I think there was only one of the sets that I got that was the decks of cards were open, had been played with. So I had them listed for $6.99. I got an offer of $6. What am I gonna say no? Yeah. So took $6. I paid 30 cents for these, 40 cents. I got them at a St. Vincent's. And they were wrapped in plastic bags, so you couldn't really see exactly what was in there, but I could tell from the top ones that they were going to be pretty good. And they're not like I said, they're not big sellers, but if you can buy 10 of something for $3 and each one is worth $10 or $12 a piece, then you can make some money. This one obviously wasn't worth 10 or 12. I only sold it for 6, but by the time everything is said and done on these cards, I'll probably be making, let's see, $120, something like that. 110. Okay, tape this up. Okay, one more. This one piece of tape would probably hold this. I'm sure it would. Cards. 14 ounces. And 10 by 7 by 3. These are going to... Somebody already has initials. I'm writing their initials down, YE. That's all the name that they have on here. Okay, is this the last? This is the last thing. I don't think this is really a card game so much as like a conversation starter game. Maybe it's not even really considered a game. It's just a deck of cards that has conversation starters on it. It's supposed to be for couples, it says. These game-changing cards will help you and your partner rebalance your household based on your family's needs, reignite your relationship, and rediscover your passions that bring you joy. So, I don't remember where I got this at all. This came from the Goodwill, according to my notes, and it was in August of last year, so 7 or 8 months took to sell. And I bought it for $3.43, which seems high. And it only sold for $11.77, but that's good enough. What kind of a box do I have? I'm running low. I'm really running low on recycled boxes. It seems like if I bring 10 or 11 of them home from work, then then I just sell something and use those boxes up right away. And then all the boxes in here are sort of large size boxes, so not appropriate for that deck of cards. Oh, excuse me. So there's this one. These couple that are sitting here. I took that, I sold that vacuum the other day. Maybe I told you this last night. I took it to the FedEx, and they said since it has a lithium battery in it, they couldn't take it at the FedEx office, and I'd have to take it to they called it a dangerous goods location, and they gave me a phone number to call to find out where the closest place was. I think I could fit this in one of these. I'm gonna put it in one of these. So they gave me a phone number to call. When I called that number, they said that there really isn't any place close to me, so I'd have to just do a porch pickup. So I left that over $1,000 vacuum sitting on my porch this morning, and I was a little bit anxious. We haven't had any trouble with stealing stuff off of our porch, and I leave packages out there almost every day, but usually not ones that are worth $1,000. So we have a blink camera out there, so I was keeping my eye on that today until the FedEx guy came. And I left some packages for the regular post office as well, so I was worried about her coming and being confused by this big box, so I put a big label on it that said FedEx, and I saw both of them come on the camera just within a few minutes of each other. So that was an easy thing. I wish I had known I could just ask them to come pick it up. I don't know if they're going to charge me for that pickup. I hope not. I don't know how they would. But I don't know if FedEx will just do a home pickup. I might have to look into that and not... I don't go there that often, but I did go there again today, and I could have just left all 3 of those packages if I had the wherewithal to do that. So I have to look into that, see if they'll come for free to do porch pickups at FedEx, or if I have to go deliver them to the office. Okay, what's this called? Fair Play. It's going to be a little bit heavy. Almost 2 pounds. 1.5 pounds. I know how much this is. 10 by 7 by 3. And the buyer's initials are DW. Okay, that's all the packages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to cut the camera, get all that information and enter it into eBay and buy these labels, and then I'll come back and we'll go over how much each of these items actually earned. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We spent about, I don't know, $41 on shipping labels. This says 5 parcels. It says 6 labels, 5 parcels. I don't understand that. Well, I guess I'm not going to worry about it. We'll just take a look at this spreadsheet as I put the stickers on, put these labels on. So we had, let's start at the top. This is that deck of cards. It's going to DW. Thank you, DW. That, after all that time in our shop, that earned us $5.46. Okay, the next thing is these playing cards, vintage playing cards. That, after fees and label, $3.99. The Zach Brown Band t-shirt, it's been in the inventory for 18 months or something like that, earned $11.36. Okay, now these Conan books, excuse me, this is a little different story. This has barely been listed for 2 weeks. After shipping and everything, it earned us $54.09. So this kind of package comes along once in a while and makes up for these kind. Okay, next up, Philips Sonic Care toothbrushes. It's going to SK. Thank you so much, SK. That earned $155.16 for that one box. Then the final thing, this DVD, it's an art class, watercolor class, $13.02. So those are all done. I'll either take these to the post office tomorrow or I'll request a pickup and put them on the porch. So for the last day of the month, we still might get some orders in. It's only 9:19 and the eBay end of day is at 2 a.m. here, my time. So we still might get some orders, but right now we're at $243.02. So, oops, my computer just shut off. I don't know what's going on if the plug is not plugged in. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, not sure why that happened. Battery is totally charged up all the way, but we got it taken care of. Okay, so where were we? $243.02 for the day today. It could go up a little bit more. We'll see. So yesterday the day before yesterday was my biggest sale ever, and then yesterday was competing with that, and we ended up the day a little bit short. But then overnight we sold 2 more items overnight. One set of bowls that I packed up this morning, I did not film that, and a bunch of silk handkerchiefs that I also did not film. And so those added up to about, I don't know, another $50. And so we ended up yesterday at $571.82, easily overtaking the day before. So the best day I ever had was followed up by an even better day. So that was pretty good. And then today, not quite as good, but I'm very happy with a $243 sales day. So that means the average the average day this month, April, was $146.39 profit. Then the average per sale profit was $28.15. So the total for the month, after all our fees and all our cost of goods and all of our shipping labels and everything, is $4,391.72. So let's quickly look at this. Last year in April, I earned $1,952. So right now we're at 125% profit over last year. And so we've earned $2,439 more than we did last April. That makes today makes it so that April is definitely the best month so far this year. So we've been like 3,360 to 70 for January, February, and March. They're all very close to each other. Maybe you can see this this little graph here. So January, February, and March, almost identical, and then April has jumped up a little bit. So we're at $4,391, about $1,000 more than any of these other months. So let's keep this up. Right now, to get to our goal of $50,000, we need to earn another $35,000. We're at $14,500-ish right now. So we need to get about another $3,500 this year to get to this $5,000 goal. So will we make it? I don't know. I think we're probably going to come in at 44,000. That's what I'm going to guess. But if I can get that 50, that'll feel really good. So right now, we're going to close up shop here. It's been a long day for whatever reason, and I'm pretty zonked out. So I'm going to get these packages ready to go on the porch tomorrow and then see what next month brings. So thank you so much for watching. I apologize for the lackadaisical quality that I've had through this video, but I am tired. So let's close it up. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.